The dead boss of the Lone Wolf Bikie Club, Erkan Keskin, also known as Eric the Wolf, had a major drug supplier on his kill list due to his friend's outstanding debt. The major drug supplier, Frank Ferrugia, claimed he acted as an independent contractor to source and supply drugs for a major syndicate, but did so under duress, fearing he would be murdered by Keskin due to his relationship with Adrian Buxton. Frank Ferrugia introduced Adrian Buxton to Keskin in 2009 before Adrian Buxton ripped off Keskin to the tune of $3 million. Keskin asked Ferrugia about Buxton's whereabouts after he disappeared, and Keskin claimed Ferrugia now owed him the money because he was the one that introduced them to each other. Ferrugia told Keskin he did not know where Buxton was and would not take on the debt. Ferrugia was then shot in 2011, allegedly over the debt, and Adrian Buxton was murdered in May 2016 outside his Colleton home. Fearing for his life, Ferrugia decided to comply and supplied over 30 kilograms of MDMA and earned around $1 million. He will be sentenced on December 8, 2023. Keskin spent millions of dollars ordering the murders of at least 6 Sydney crime figures. The brutal boss, Erkan Keskin, of the Lone Wolf Bikie Club, was considered one of the most dangerous and ruthless drug dealers in the city's criminal network, despite living overseas. Keskin was believed to be using a group of contract killers to carry out executions on his enemies, and some people said that Keskin was so ruthless that he would think nothing of having members of his own crew killed. Keskin started ordering murders soon after becoming the Lone Wolf Bikie Club's president around 2014. Allegedly, one of his targets was money launderer Peter Hoang, who was gunned down outside a Sydney McDonald's after he lost millions of dollars belonging to Keskin on high-stakes illegal poker games. Keskin was one of Australia's biggest drug importers, and Hoang was one of the country's best cleaners of dirty money, mainly using casinos. On September 6, 2014, the 38-year-old gambler Peter Hoang, known for his expensive lifestyle, was dining in a Thai restaurant with friends when he got a BlackBerry text and left. He drove his rented Nissan Skyline GTR to a McDonald's at Croydon Park in Sydney, where a gunman ran up and pumped 5 bullets into him. Hoang died on the footpath, dressed in a complete Louis Vuitton outfit. He allegedly had gambled up to $90 million over 6 years at casinos around Australia. When police searched his rented apartment, they found a check for $1.1 million on a coffee table, and in his pockets, they also found $3,000 in cash. Many in the underworld and some in law enforcement believe Hoang was killed on the orders of Keskin, but his murder remains unsolved to this day. It is also believed that Keskin has also paid to have 2 people executed for bashing and humiliating him in jail, and another was killed for sleeping with one of his girlfriends. Despite his reputation as one of the country's biggest drug dealers, he had enormous success in beating the law in both New South Wales and Queensland. In 2018, charges against him in relation to supplying large quantities of ice on the Gold Coast were dropped, as well as charges in New South Wales relating to kidnapping a rival dealer. At one stage, he was wearing 2 ankle bracelets, one for New South Wales police to keep track of him, and another for Queensland police to monitor him while on bail for the aforementioned ice charges. The Lone Wolf president left Australia in 2019 after criminal charges against him were dropped. Fearing he was to be rearrested by New South Wales police, he applied for and was granted an expedited passport and fled to Dubai and then Turkey. Keskin, who was a dual national and had served time in the Turkish military, knew he was safe from extradition in his home country, although Australia's federal authorities kept a close watch on him in the hopes he left Turkey and they had a chance to arrest him. Keskin would then continue running his operations in Australia from overseas. He lived a lavish lifestyle in Turkey, spending his money on parties, cars, and music. At one point, he even started planning to start a music label at which he would sign Australian rap artists. However, his life came to an end on March 14, 2023, when he was found dead in his apartment in Istanbul. The exact cause of his death is unknown, but some sources suggest that he had been partying hard and abusing drugs and alcohol. According to some sources, Keskin had amassed a $50 million fortune from his criminal activities, and police had not been able to locate his assets or money as he had hidden them in offshore accounts and properties. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more upcoming content.